Hey everyone, Aussie Viking here to do another video, one that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. So Mass Effect Andromeda has been out for about 3 months, and all the big patches have been finally released, and I thought I'd do a video about what state the game is now, and to be truthful, it's a positive state, it's a fantastic state. So I bought the game, first day it came out, I paid $97 for it, because it's got the deluxe edition, and I have to say, while I enjoyed it, there were problems. However, a lot of those problems have been fixed with the patches, and overall the game is a lot worthy of your time now. So first of all, the patches have done a lot of big things. They've changed animations, they've made things look a bit better, they've put in new weapons, they've fixed side quests, they've fixed bugs where you can listen to your teammates while driving around, which adds a lot of depth to the worlds and characters. They've added a lot that fixes a lot of the problems. There's less bugs, there's less bullshit, and all you get is really a good gem. Now, is Mass Effect Andromeda the best RPG you'll ever play in your life? No. Is it a RPG that just fixes everything wrong with RPGs in general and is a 10 out of 10, billion out of a billion, screw Witcher 3 sort of game? No, it's not. Is it a damn fun game, a damn fun Mass Effect game, and a damn fun sci-fi game, and a very solid game now? Yes, it is. It's a very solid game, and I would go as far to say, should you buy it? Yes, you should, but within reason. First off, though, you get your money's worth. I've got 5 days of gameplay in Mass Effect Andromeda, and that's from one playthrough. Okay, that's from all one playthrough. I haven't done a second playthrough. For me, when I play an RPG, I need to do 2 playthroughs, right? The first playthrough I would do, which I did, and I was happy enough to play the first playthrough with the patches installed as well. However, I'm going to wait for if they do DLC, which a lot of people are hoping they do, and I honestly hope they do as well. Because if they give us DLC, be it 1, be it 2, or maybe 3, I will wait for them to come out, play them on my first playthrough, start a whole new playthrough when we got all the content, and go from there. Because Bioware games, especially, and RPGs in general, if you've got DLC added to the game, and you do another playthrough, all those DLCs and patches and playing it from the start to the end can be a big difference, which is what I'm hoping will happen. But let's go into the nitty gritty of it all. What is good about Mass Effect Andromeda? Well, for me, I look for certain aspects. To have good characters, a good world building, good gameplay, and if it hits at least one of these 3, then I'm sold, right? First off, the characters in this game are fantastic. A lot of people complained about them at first because when you're driving around with glitches, you would barely hear them talk, which you wouldn't get enough out of them. Now, you get a lot out of them. You do. You get a damn fun amount out of them from just driving around. I've spent hours driving around different maps, different worlds, with different pairings, just to see what they talk about. And some of them have been great. Some of them have been them hitting on each other. Some of them have been falling asleep. Some of them have just had some great conversations. And I'm like, that's what I wanted. That's what should have been in the game day one. Unfortunately, glitches and so on made that unfortunate and not about to happen.
You know Ryder won't let anyone else drive this thing, right? What? You've driven this thing? Who else? Is it everyone else? Oh, never mind.
So that's always a positive. And then you've got gameplay. The gameplay is fantastic. This is gameplay better than most third-person shooters. It's fun, it's fast, and it's frantic, and it's customizable. All fantastic, okay? And that's what the biggest thing for me was. I've got great characters, I've got great gameplay. What else do we have? We have great worlds. There are some great, fantastic worlds. I do think that there isn't enough in them. It can get quite boring when you're driving around and there's not much. So when you've gone on a planet and you've settled a colony on it, there isn't really many quests where it's like, okay, so you've got a colony, here, do some side quests, and then on this side of the map, you'll have another smaller colony. You don't really have that. You'll have smaller colonies placed around for the bad guys, but you'll never be able to do one for yourself other than the big one. And I'm kind of like, well, I wanted more interaction with the people walking around and seeing more civilization being built, which we unfortunately did not get. Which is definitely a problem, but not as big as a problem as I originally thought, okay? It does get better, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Even though we don't see that, we do see some interesting stuff. There are some interesting areas where people do live in, and you can talk to them and get quests. So it's there, but it's not as good as it could be. And that's the world building. You know, the world building is quite good, actually. I've got to admit, I really liked it, and the overall story is not bad. Does it have a bad ending like the original Mass Effect 3? No. Does it have a great ending that's really epic and amazing? Yeah, it does, actually. It really does. And this is why I want DLC, because it does open up with, okay, what comes next? Do we get a sequel or do we get DLC? And I really hope we get DLC. And another thing is the side quests. There are some great side quests, very reminiscent of Witcher 3, where it's got good characters, it's got a good overall story, and it's just fun to go in. However, that's not every single side quest. And there are side quests in this game that I would go as far as say is dumb. There's a side quest where it's like, scan this area in a galaxy, okay? Okay, cool, now go scan another area in another galaxy, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then go land on this planet, and then go here. That was dumb. And then they've got these side quests which are random, where it's like, you go on a planet, and you find a data pad. Find the rest of the data pads, but they're random. And if you leave that planet and come back, they will change spots. That is dumb. And there's a few of them. That's not much, though. I found at least 5 on different planets that are like that, but you don't exactly need to do them. If you want 100%, yes, you would. But if you're just someone that's like, well, I've done all the funner quests, I don't want to do these ones, then you don't have to do them. But that, again, is something that most RPGs do have. You are going to get RPGs which have dumb side quests, but these ones are definitely more annoying, especially when you spend hours looking for them and you find nothing. But, again, this was on one playthrough. If you're in your first playthrough with all the patches installed and you play that and you get to them, you're like, you know what, I'm going to spend time and actually find them, and you find them in, like, your first time on the planet, you do good. It depends on your perspective and how you do it. But for me, when I've actually started to find them, I got a bit bored because of the fact that I found them and I kept on going to different planets and stuff like that. But, yeah. Another great thing is the worlds. They are big and they are varied. The only downside is there isn't much difference to, say, Dragon Age Inquisition. They've got better quests in them, they're definitely bigger and more visually stunning, but there's still the overall layer of the Dragon Age Inquisition maps. And if you didn't like that in Dragon Age Inquisition, you might not like it here. It is better than it was in Inquisition, but not by much. But then you got the patches differences, and as you'll see on screen, they've done some big differences, and they have. The patches have absolutely changed a lot of this game and added so much. And the good thing is, this game is now, they have it on sale. There are these sales going on and you can get it a lot cheaper. And to be truthful, if you get this game, I would actually go as far as say to get the deluxe edition. You get a little pie jack, which is great. It's really cute. You get you get like things to wear. You get skins for your nomad and stuff like that. And overall, it kind of just comes together a bit better. It's a more full experience. But good thing is, that's usually on sale as well, or you can buy the normal game and get the deluxe edition upgraded when that's on sale, stuff like that. But I do stress, if you get Mass Effect Andromeda, which I believe a lot of RPG fans should, you need, and I repeat, you need to have all the patches installed onto this game. You need to. If you're on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and you plug it in and installs and you're like, oh, I don't want to wait for the updates, get the updates. The updates fix this game a lot and are worthy of your time. It may take 5 hours overall if you've got shit internet to download them, but it's worth it, and I guarantee you that. Now, overall, you should know by now, but yes, the game is definitely worth having. Right now, honestly, it is. When it first came out, I would have given it a 6, maybe a 7, as like 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, right? Now, with the patches installed, I'd give it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, an overall 8 out of 10. It's very solid, and it has the possibility of going higher for me if we get DLC and I do another playthrough and the DLC does add a lot to the game. And overall though, it is worth your time. If you were to do $1 an hour, this game will give you your money's worth plus. Again, I've played 4 or 5 days of game time in this Mass Effect Andromeda, and I paid full price and I've gotten my money's worth, and I can't wait to do another playthrough. But I've got to wait until we find out we've got more DLC. So, yes. You can tell I'm a fan. And honestly, I am. I think this is probably the second best Mass Effect game, and it has the possibility of being the best Mass Effect game if, again, we get DLC that actually fixes a lot of problems, which it could. They've actually fixed a lot of problems with the patches. It's quite possible they could fix even more with DLC. Anyway, that is Aussie Viking out. I'll see you all in Valhalla. I really hope you guys at least look at this game and go, you know what, I actually kind of want it because it is a great game. Anyway, Aussie Viking out. See you in Valhalla. Bye.